What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I'm coming at you from Atlantis in the Bahamas. And even though you may think it's expensive to go here, it's actually not, because I get offers for Atlantis through my players cards from different casinos. So this is just another sign to sign up for those free email offers. The cool thing about Atlantis is that it is on its own little island. It's on its own separate area from the rest of the Bahamas. You do have to pay a toll to go over the bridge. So this is a good deterrent to keep any trouble off the island. For this stay, I stayed at the Cove. This was the more luxurious side of the resort. Overall, there's about 5 different areas on Atlantis that you can stay. Generally, you have access to all the bars and restaurants, but for example, with the Cove, I have full access to everything, including the adults-only pool in the Cove area. As you enter the Cove, you're greeted with this amazing open-aired lobby. It looks straight out into the beach past this entryway here. And then the lobby entrance is actually over on the left-hand side. That's where reception is located. And then VIP services is over to the right-hand side. Honestly, the lobby really makes you feel like you're on vacation the moment you step in. I mean, look how beautiful this is. And as you enter reception, it has the same effect. It's got all these flowers and art sculptures, and it really makes you feel like you're in that luxury side of the resort. Even the tables have flowers in them. As you exit reception, you're met with the koi fish pond. They have all kinds of colored fish in here. I just hung out here for a while, honestly. And this is just a little preview of all the aquamarine life you're going to see while you're staying at Atlantis. Atlantis is basically a huge aquarium. So this is just the beginning of what you're going to see here. You will also see all kinds of waterfalls and water installations. And a lot of times they all have fish in there, so keep an eye open for the fish. There's little lizards and different natural wildlife bouncing around too, including frogs. As you round the corner on your way to the elevators to get up to your room, you're going to see Sea Glass. This was one of my favorite stops. Their espresso martinis are so good. They also have a little mini casino in here with different slot machines and table games. So make sure you get an espresso martini and make that your first drink of the trip. As you walk around Atlantis in general, you'll see a lot of signage to educate you about the different wildlife. So make sure you take advantage of the free education and take a seat. Atlantis has chairs everywhere. That was another thing I liked about it. They have all these little lookout stations. It's pretty cool. As you continue on to the elevators, you're going to come across a couple different shops. They've got a bunch of hats and dresses, all kinds of stuff in there, some fashion. Then there's also a few restaurants over here as well. But most of the time, you're just going to be looking at all the water installations because they're all over the place. As you walk into the Cove elevator area, you're met with these amazing art installations. They look like jellyfish, and then they have these amazing paintings which have chunks of paint which create the whole look. The Cove has a whole sandy beige seashell vibe, so you're going to see a lot of seashell inspired artwork, as well as different shells on the different elevators and all scattered across the hallways. The Cove has 6 elevators and they run pretty frequently. There's about 22 floors, and each elevator opens up to a beach view out the window. So go ahead, take it all in, because this is just the beginning of your vacation. The hallways are really well lit, and it kind of feels like daytime even when it's nighttime as you're walking down the hallway. And here's a little spoiler alert. While staying at the Cove, you get a water container to use throughout your trip. You, of course, can take it home, and they've got water stations on every floor, so I suggest filling it with ice. If you put ice in a separate cup and some water in a separate cup, it makes it easier for the ice to get into the jug. But every floor will have that water station, and then throughout the complex, they have different water stations like by the pool, by the beach, and any bar will fill up your water bottle for you as well. And that brings us to the room. We were in 10821. Check it out. Welcome to the Cove at Atlantis, and wait till you see this room, guys. Really quick, I just want to go over the signage. There's a lot of signage. So the one says, you know, we need our room service. The other one says, please do not disturb. And then midday, they'll stop by and replace your waters. They'll leave it outside your door if you have the do not disturb on. Then they also have these as soon as you walk in, so the light will be on outside the door as well. So it's all about the hospitality here, depending on how much you want them to be in your room or be out of your room, but they'll still leave the water outside. We had the Cove King Suite, so check it out. It is so spacious in here. There was so much room. I love that it was 2 levels. There's 2 steps down into this living area over here. They've got a whole directory available on the TV here, a number of different stations. They also provide you with a Keurig, so you get the coffee, the creamer, there's tea, you have control of your own AC. They've got a whole desk area over here. And let me just tell you, the closets and storage, there is so much. I never use them, but if you're a storage person with drawers, there's drawers everywhere in this room. I love how the natural light just floods the room. And the bed was super comfortable. I want to say the pillows were like medium. They weren't like really hard. They weren't really soft. They were like right in the middle. And the sheet was a lighter sheet, but the top sheet was a little bit heavier, a little fluffier. And each side of the bed has electric plugs so you can charge your phone overnight. And another perk of staying at the Cove is you get a whole bag to use down on the beach. They also give you sandals. They're more like room slipper kind of sandals. But it's fun because everything says the Cove on it, so it's a free souvenir for you to take home. I think that's so cool and such good hospitality. As I said, you get a water bottle per person. And now let's walk down into the living area. This area also has its own TV. It's got a number of different areas to sit. Couch, chairs, tables. This couch is also a pull-out bed, so you can fit a lot of people in this room. They also have an empty refrigerator, which we love because you can fill that up with whatever you want to. And then let's move on over to the closet because, like I said, they have space everywhere. I mean, check this out. Here's extra blankets and stuff for the other bed up on the top. Got an ironing board. They give you robes. They've got a safe in the closet, and it's pretty decent sized, honestly. It's really big. There's also a lot of mirrors everywhere, and a lot of them are full-length mirrors, so you won't have a problem seeing yourself. And then everything has that same kind of beachy, seashells, sea stone kind of vibes to it, even in the bathroom. I love that the bathroom had a double vanity on opposite sides of the room, so you have plenty of space to do your thing. The toilet has its own separate door. As you saw as you walk into the bathroom, there's also a double door to close off the bathroom. And then they give you the basics like your hair dryer, a number of towels. They give you soap, lotion, shampoo, conditioner. You've also got a glass there. You have a whole tub. It's not a jacuzzi, it's just a tub. And then they've got plenty of outlets all over the place in the bathroom. And this shower is massive. It's really big. And it's got one of those rain shower kind of spouts, but it's pretty good water pressure, but it's more of like a rain shower kind of vibe. All right, now let's move on to the view. I know you've been waiting for this. Guys, this is amazing. They've got a sheer curtain and a blackout curtain, and this is your view. I'll just let you soak it all in for a little while, but I want to show you some views throughout the day because, you know, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes the sun is out, sometimes it's raining. And if you stay to the end, we were there for a lightning storm, so that was really cool. I'll put it at the end of the video. Another cool thing about staying at the Cove is you have views of the cruise ships, so you can just sit out on the balcony and watch them come in and out. You also hear them tooting their horn, which I think is really fun. And the Cove is located right in between the beach and the pool, so either door you go out, I'll show you. You go this way, that goes to the adult pool. This way goes to the beach. So let's head down to the beach first. This was my favorite part of Atlantis, honestly, because there's a bunch of sea turtles in the water, and it's also really good for snorkeling in this area. There's a lot of coral reefs over here. So if you're into snorkeling, make sure you bring your water shoes and a snorkel or goggles, because the sea turtles will come right up next to you. You're gonna see a lot of fish. You'll see manta rays. It's really cool over here. Right off the beach, there's a beach shack with a lot of different foods. I suggest the blackened fish sandwich, just throwing that out there. And then they also provide fresh fruit. So that's really nice to buy and then bring down to the beach with you. And the biggest perk of staying at the Cove, like I said, is the water. I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's so crystal clear, and you can see all the fish and everything all around you. And out in the ocean, they have little floaters for you to float on. They've got life jackets here across the resort, whether you're staying at the pool or going out into the ocean. So make sure you check that out too if you have kids and family. But it's just simply breathtaking over here at the Cove. Moving over to the pool area. This is a pretty huge pool, honestly. There's about like 5 or 6 different pools within the pool area. They've got a DJ going all day, and they also have table games here, so you can play blackjack or craps, whatever you want to do, poker. It's located right behind where I'm filming, but the pool is amazing, and it's definitely worth stopping for the day. Atlantis in general is very walkable, but if you want, you could also take a shuttle. So this is the view coming back on the shuttle one day. I loved returning back to this lobby because this blue color, it's hard to catch on film, but it's just this really cool neon blue, and it's just so peaceful. It's just such a vibe as you're walking back to your room. And finally, I want to show you the view at night from the balcony during the lightning storm. This was so cool, guys. I wish I would have caught the moment there was a lightning bolt that went all the way across the sky, but it's still cool. That's going to be it for this video, but if you want to see more of what Atlantis has to offer, make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be talking about Atlantis throughout the next couple weeks. So hit that subscribe, and if you like this kind of video, make sure you hit that like so that other people can find me in the algorithm, and I will see you in the next video.